Hang on. Love to Watson to a one-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher. And Bill, the Packer fan and Packer owner, Nick, they run a website for Packer news and updates. And I know Packer news hasn't been so great lately because we got some players that are not Packers anymore that you loved at one time, but you might hate a little bit right now. 2 great running backs. We have a competent offensive line.
He's saying that he felt in November and December that they didn't want him back.
Get a little safety in that position. Either we go.
There's no reason to believe we can't return, but.
And they already came out. There's a couple guys that came out and said that Rodgers is telling what
solution of it, and don't let them go for anything under than 1.
And you know what, Packer fans? The Bears still suck. So go Pack Go, and good luck to Bill and Nick with their website and their Packer news. Talk to you later.
It's a lot easier to come in and skip doing mop-up duty, but he threw the ball off. He kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers the way he was throwing the ball sidearm and just flicking the ribs, and the ball was just jumping out of his hand. Agreed.
Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Frozen Tundra Network podcast. It's Monday night. Remember, we're live every Saturday and Monday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And wherever you're watching this from, please hit the subscribe button or follow button. We're on Roku TV, YouTube, Facebook. And if you want to find us on Roku, we're on the Northeast streaming channel, which is real easy to navigate if you're familiar with Roku. What's everybody up to tonight?
Oh, nothing too much. Just sitting here enjoying the day.
Enjoying the day. Well, we got a Minnesota Viking fan on here today. We're gonna
the purple and blue or black and blue. That's pretty much what my foot looks like. So
yeah. Well, after next season, your eye will match it.
And what was the reason for why I got this foot injury? It was talked about earlier today. What was it? Let's get Steve on here to answer that question.
So, anyways, let's get this party started. Welcome, everybody. John Sullivan is our guest tonight. He is a Minnesota Viking fan, or whatever you would.
What's up, everybody?
But what's your thoughts on acquiring Sam Darnold?
Really, you're going to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
We would like
that's your number 1 quarterback.
We would like to get your input on this subject, sir.
Would you like the voice clip? Sam fucking Darnold.
Right.
There you go. I don't know. I really don't know what to say of this.
I'm not sure who this is.
Yeah, we don't know who you are.
I don't know who this is. Sam Darnold, he played in Carolina, played for the Jets. He had a few good games. Everyone says he didn't have weapons to throw to, which is kind of a legit argument. But at the same time, I just don't know what he's going to do. I had no high expectations, so we'll just have to wait and see. If he's the number 1 quarterback, if the Vikings going to draft, it's yet to be determined. So
yeah,
you better hope you pray that he's not your number 1.
Do you think that the Vikings are going to move up and grab a quarterback, Ken?
Absolutely. There's no way that you trade your 2nd round pick into a 1st round before the draft even starts for you not to be making some type of move on draft day. I got a feeling that they're going to be trading with New England because New England's been sitting there talking about how they want to move out of the spot, and hey, that would make it.
What do you think, Dorn? Do you think the Vikings are going to snatch up a QB, or are they going to roll with, as John says, Sam fucking Darnold?
Yeah, I think they'll go up, move up, get their quarterback, and then you know what? What I really hope it happens is they really stick it to them, man, right to the Vikings. Take both their number 1s this year, a 1 next year, a 2nd next year, and just ramp them. You know what I mean? This way, Vikings don't have that many draft picks for next year or this year after that.
Oh, it's Kevin the Roar. Yeah, we would like to have you on, Kevin. You're more than welcome on, buddy. Let me see how I can send him the link. Here, I'll put the link in the comments. If you want to come on, Kevin, you're more than welcome on, bud.
No, but I actually see him moving up and get a quarterback for the future. Use Sam for a bridge quarterback for now. You know, which Sam, maybe Sam needs a different, he has the weapons there. Let's see what he can do,
That's what I was going to say, too, where that should be John should be saying that. Well, look at all the weapons he's got.
I just said that.
Addison, Justin Jefferson, now Aaron Jones. I mean, it's loaded. It's a loaded roster.
But at the end of the day, they're just quarterbacks who are those quarterbacks, and those quarterbacks who just aren't those quarterbacks. And we'll see what he can do with some weapons. They're quarterbacks that actually can do well with limited to no weapons, aka Tom Brady, aka Pat Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers from time to time did that too. So
So let's get it.
Need it on the record.
What is your prediction for next year with Sam fucking Darnold?
I think we're gonna go probably anywhere from 5 wins to 8 wins at best.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So let me, the NFL has been making the NFL soft. Did you guys see the new rule today?
The hip tackle?
Yeah.
This broke on the morning show, and we had.
How are you supposed to tackle now?
That's a good question.
What you gotta do is you just gotta kick him in the nuts, fucking drop him in the spot.
So John Thorne, you can't clothesline a guy. Now you can't grab around the hips. What do? You got to
drop, kick him in the nuts. He's gonna drop.
Maybe the NFL is going to sponsor a pepper spray company, and they're just going to pepper spray each other.
I was saying on the morning show, the only way that you're going to be able to tackle somebody from behind now is either you're going to get a bunch of people ripping at the guys with long hair, or they're going to be diving at their fucking ankles.
Yeah.
Or unless you shoot your body into them and momentum, push them off. That's the only other way I could think of.
So in other words, they're going to running dry hump them.
So if you're chasing somebody down from behind, you can't grab them by the hip no more. So what do? Just dive for their feet and take their feet out from underneath them. So that's even worse.
But I remember a Buffalo Bills player. I think it was a Bills game where a player leg snapped because of something like that. Like the player made a dive, hit him at the legs. The guy flipped and landed on his leg and snapped his leg. I can't remember who it was. It was
So they ban the hip drop tackle, and they keep the push tush rule.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on that, John? You think that should be illegal?
No, but I think the hip tackle should not be banned either. So
yeah, I agree. What's your thoughts on that, Dorn?
I think both of them are actually horrible, man. But they're trying to do this. What's going on here is now they're trying to make you pay to watch football. Now they're making it so it's like a flag football now. Now they're making it actually easier for the refs to call games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get they're trying to protect injuries. They're trying to protect the players, but at the same time they're making it really difficult for defensive players to really do what they're supposed to do.
Nope.
And you're going to see a lot of high scoring games, but you're not going to see as much action. You're not going to, and people like to see the hits. They like to see the tackles. And I get they're trying to protect the players at the same time, but it's going to turn to flag football, and eventually people are going to get tired of it. They're going to start losing viewers. They're going to start losing viewers probably. So
right.
I mean, once you start losing money, that's probably where it's going to have to go. Start losing money, and they're going to have to start making some changes again. So.
What's your thoughts on that, Ken? Should the push tush be banned? I mean, if they banned the hip drop tackle, shouldn't the push tush be banned?
No.
The push tush.
Yeah, you can't ban the quarterback sneak like that. That's such an integral part of football. But hey, I would also thought that the hip drop tackle was an integral part. You're going to start to see guys as soon as they get past somebody, the guy behind them is just going to just stand there. Because you're not going to want the 15-yard penalty. You're going to end up having everybody run Joe Barry type of defenses where everybody starts 15 yards behind the line of fucking scrimmage so they can keep it in front of them.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about it, the main thing is the Eagles pretty much run that. They're unstoppable. But now Kelsey's retired. Now is they going to be as good now, effective with Kelsey out of there now. You know what I mean?
That's actually a good point, Thorne. Good point.
But as we talk about the hip tackle, it's kind of weird because they talked about how they want to protect the players. They do that, but they add another game. So how is that protecting the players when you have them play another game so they get more hits and
Now, John, when you think of this analogy, I mean, think about how much money these players make. What is another game of our entertainment I mean, they'll add more people on the roster, so you'll be able to have, be able to fill in and out, I don't really think it's a bad idea just because I like football and I would love.
No, it's not a bad idea, but if you're trying to say we're trying to protect the players, but then add another game, okay, that's kind of contradicting what you're saying right there.
Right.
You make them play another game, so the more
heard
games,
through
the more
grapevines.
suspect you are to injury.
Right.
But see, I heard through the grapevines that the Packers are actually looking for another quarterback. I mean, and they're going to use like a second round pick on a quarterback if one falls down to them, because they're thinking, okay, think about it. Pretty soon here we're going to go to 18 games, and how can a quarterback last 18 games? You got to have a good backup. I mean, a solid backup you can trust.
I think Sean Clifford could be that guy, though.
But
Sean Clifford could be that guy.
I believe he can, but there is the report there that Goody or LaFleur, I don't remember who, wants to bring in competition for him.
Mm-hmm.
And there are links with Bo Nix.
So let me ask you guys this. We finally brought back Keyshawn Nixon last week. I know it's it's old news and whatnot. Everyone's going to probably say in the comments, Bill, that was over a week ago. But we didn't get to talk about it yet. Was that a good move? He's being paid top dollar money. The Packers are paying Keyshawn Nixon like an elite slot defender. Is he worth that elite money? And I don't even think the money has been revealed what his actual contract.
It's like $18 million for 2 years or something like that. It's tell you the truth, the way it's worked out, it's not bad. I mean, he's a punt returner too. I mean, he's the top punt returner in the league. I mean, He's getting kind of paid for both. You know what I mean? He does special teams and he does that. I think he's going to be a fill-in more than anything for the linebacker.
You said $18 million for 2 years. That's $9 million a year, correct?
Yeah. What James?
That's not bad.
And I'm sure he's getting paid more too because there's probably some kind of workout bonus.
And
What's your thoughts on that, Ken? Is he getting overpaid? Was he worth elite money?
If you phrase it as an elite slot corner, no. But once you take it into account his kick return ability, then yeah, I can see paying him that money because he's not a bad slot. He leaves some to be desired, but he's more than serviceable.
Yeah, I'd agree on that 100%. So let's ask John Sullivan this question. This because he's not a Packer fan, so he's not going to be. Well, I don't know. He hates the Packers, so I don't know.
Hey, the Packers, but I'll give you honest opinion.
Who is the best quarterback in Jordan Love's draft class?
I would not to. I would have to go with Joe Burrow, kind of, but at the same time, I mean, Jordan Love didn't get the play time. He didn't start right away. He sat behind. But I mean, Joe Burrow, his first year, remember he had his knee blown out in a game against, I believe it was Washington. So, I mean, Burrow made it to the Super Bowl, made the playoffs, the following season. So it's really up in the air. I guess it's kind of one of those things where if Jordan Love played starting day one, that'd be a different story.
I know you're beating around the bush. Just say it.
I'll have to go with Burrow 1, and then wait a minute. Who else was on that list? Oh, Jalen Hurts.
What?
Ooh. I'll tell you one person who should not be on the list: Justin Herbert. I'm just not feeling him.
Yeah,
I think he's overhyped.
You don't think Tua is?
No, he's only looking good because of the weapons.
Okay.
And Waddle and Tyreek Hill. So
that's a damn good fucking quarterback class, though.
Yeah, I know.
It is. It definitely is.
I brought it up. That's the exact reason why.
Jalen Hurts, yes and no. I mean, he's not. His running game is good because he's a good hard runner, but at the same time, his passing is suspect. He's made some good throws, but I don't think he's much of a pocket passer than he is a runner. So.
Hey, Kevin, there's the link. If you want to jump on, you're more than welcome on, buddy. He's a Detroit Lion fan, in case nobody knows.
I guess if I were to say it, I would say Burrow, then Hurts, then Love.
Man,
but not to say now. If Jordan Love, if he takes them to win the division, takes them far in the playoffs, then we can start talking about moving him up there.
You got to remember, Jordan Love's first year as a starter made it all the way to the playoffs and beat the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas.
Yeah.
Didn't just beat them, but whooped them.
They whooped them. But that defense did turn it up, though, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think after that Thanksgiving game against Detroit was pretty much when that defense really turned it up. And
right.
I think everything started clicking. Now, if you guys would have turned it up maybe a little bit later on, who knows? You probably could have walked in and beat San Francisco.
Okay, Doran, who do you think? Who's the best in the draft class?
Who's the best? I'm going to go with Herbert. No, I don't know, man. Burrow, I think, is going to be the best, I think. I like Herbert, man, tell you the truth. I don't know. We need people around him. I don't know. It's a good class. I mean, they're all good.
It is very tough. You're right.
I don't want to be, I want to see Jordan Love, but to me, he's got to prove for another year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell you the truth.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And to be fair, I mean, Jordan Love is basically going with wide receivers and players. Aaron Jones is the only guy who was seasoned. Everybody else wasn't really seasoned. So that is kind of a fair that is kind of a fair way of looking at it right there too, I guess.
Now remember this: it came out today that the Green Bay Packers have the cheapest and youngest offense in the league. And now also don't remember, like Mike the Bear fan, me and him were discussing earlier, but like our whole wide receiver room costs less than Keenan Allen is costing.
Yeah, we got the second least expensive. We got the second least expensive offense, but the second most expensive defense.
I was going to say that the defense is expensive.
So let me ask you this, Ken: who do you think in the draft class was the best of the draft class? I'm biased, so you already know what I'm going to say.
With Burrow's injury and the reports that I've heard from a lot of doctors.
Yeah, hey, not to cut you off, but what can you update us? Because I heard a little bit too. What did you hear?
Yes, because of the injury that he had in his wrist, 80% of patients after that surgery are having a very difficult time throwing darts. And that motion mimics the throwing a football a hell of a lot. So there's questions that his career could be done.
Hear about that fantasy league? Take him off your board.
Well, you're
I had Burrow last year. Believe me, he's off my board.
Telling us is the Vikings are going to sign him, and he's going to be their starter.
He might be your backup. So be quiet, Bill.
Dude, I would take Burrow. I would take Burrow with no fucking wrist over Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I would take John Sullivan with no foot over Sam Darnold. So
maybe Bengals will fleece the Bears. Trade them to the Bears.
That's like I seen an article because I drive a lot in Chicago, and I was listening on the radio, and they said, I forget who the player was, but he was talking about how he could beat Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan never replies to stuff like that on Twitter. And he responded, "Yeah, if I had no arms."
Yeah, if I had no arms.
So, Ken, who's your favorite in the draft class? Who do you think it is? I know it's tough.
Burrow, depending on if he can come back. If he can't, I think it's a dogfight between Herbert and Love.
Okay.
No, I think that Love's better than Herbert.
I do too.
I really like Herbert.
It's one thing to like him, but it's another thing to like. Okay, how many wins does he have? How many playoff appearances has he had? How many playoff wins does he have?
He's running with a franchise like the fucking Bears. There's a reason why Eli fucking refused to go play there. This place is a mess. They completely fucked over Phillip Rivers' fucking career.
All right. I'm just going to say now. Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the league. In the fucking league. And he's going to prove it this year.
God.
I was going to say the same thing, Doran. Like, I was going to say he's the best in the draft class and the goddamn league. If you ask me.
Oh, my God.
I'm Bill, the Packer fan, and you know how that goes. But you see John already shaking his head because he already knows. But
no, when Doran said he's the best in the league, I had to shake my head on that one. But I mean, that's John Doran. He's probably the biggest. He's the biggest homer in your guys' fucking thing.
What?
Next to fucking Giff Wagner. So
I wouldn't go there.
At least I'm not a Vikings fan. I got 0 rings.
God damn, man. I mean,
so John, as an outsider looking in, which Green Bay Packer player would you say that's on the roster right now is on the hot seat?
And the Packers?
You're looking at him right there, actually.
Yep.
That's my choice too.
I would have to agree, and it's not because of his play capability; it's just being injured.
Yeah, they say they got it under wraps now, though, but I don't know. Who do you think's in the hot seat, Ken?
Yeah, the man that went with him to go get their hamstrings looked at, in Eric Stokes. I think Eric Stokes is not just on the hot seat; that his ass is getting crispy right now. They are drafting his replacement already and telling him, "Hey, you better get your ass out there because you might be gone in training camp, buddy."
Yeah, I heard rumors about AJ Dillon not even making it to training camp and whatnot. So, what's your thoughts on that? Who's in the hot seat, Dorn? Which Packer
Kenny
player
Clark.
is in the hot seat?
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, you think so?
I think so. I think he's got to step up his game where we're not going to redo his contract next year.
I was reading today that they were looking into doing contract extensions to save money.
Well, they might hold off maybe.
You got to remember he came in the league very young because he's in the league for 8 or 9 years and he's only 28.
I mean, he's like 27 million this year. You know what I mean? He's a pretty expensive boy.
Him and Jared Alexander are taking a big hit. So I'm going to have to say the person that I think's in the hot seat more than anything, I can't believe none of you guys would say that, is our kicker, Anders Carlson, because our goodies, our GM's already looking for some type of veteran to bring in there to give some kind of, battle between the two. You guys don't think that the kicker's in the hot seat?
Yeah, after comparing his rookie year to Mason Crosby's rookie year, I feel a hell of a lot better.
Very similar.
Yeah. He actually performed a little better than Crosby. And hey, it worked out with him. If it doesn't work out with this kid, we cut bait and get somebody new. Oh well. But I think he's got the year to prove it.
His brother's pretty good, it seems. Go ahead, John.
But at the same time, this is not like a kicker's it's not a sure thing for kickers anymore. We've seen a lot more kickers mix extra points, simple field goals, attempts. This is definitely not a kicker's league anymore. It wasn't like 10, 15 years ago where your kicker was in there was a sure thing unless it got blocked,
Well, we could be like
it's the exact same thing with the running back market right now. If you look through free agency and see what everybody signed for, I think Swift and Aaron Jones are going to make the most. And Aaron Jones is only making the most because the Packers are still paying some of his salary. He's making 7.5 from the Vikings, but we're still paying him. So he's still above $10 million for this year. So him and Swift really out of free agency are the only two that made it, made good money.
You could be like the Lions, though. You can just go for it on the fourth down, every fourth down, and plus extra point, just go for it.
Not even go for
you
a
don't
kicker.
Need a kicker.
Does anybody know?
Welcome to the show, man. What's your thoughts on the Packers bringing in a veteran kicker to challenge Anders Carlson?
What's up, Jermaine? I mean, Bill. What's going on? You know what? It'll be a good competition. You know what I mean? It'll get basically our kicker that we have now. Up into shape. It's worse for Aaron Rodgers. Remember when Jordan Love were brought in? He was having MVP type numbers. Maybe it has the same magic to our kicker.
Hey, let's ask Isaac the same questions about the quarterback class of 2020.
Who I already deleted the overlay, but who in Jordan Love's draft class do you think was the best in the draft class? It was Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love, and Jalen Hurts.
Well, I'd say for the most part, it's got to be Burrow, right? You know what I mean? Burrow, has the most success. He's 4-1 against Mahomes. You got to point that out. I mean,
we're 1-1, aren't we?
Yeah, we're 1-1.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
But I mean, postseason wise, too, you know what I mean? He's got the postseason numbers against Mahomes. So the only guy that we have hopes to take down Mahomes probably is Burrow. You know what I mean? If the Super Bowl is run, but
or Love.
If you want my answer? Best quarterback is Jordan Love. Come on, baby.
Thank you. All right, he falls into me and Dorn category. And Dan, no, we're not gonna sign Cody Parkey. We don't need no discount double doinks.
we still got Mason Crosby's number. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's see. Speaking of Dan, let's go to the next topic. We're gonna start it with John because he's a Viking fan.
Oh, Lord.
Will the
I mean, man.
Packers sweep the Bears again, Dan? Will it be 6 seasons in a row now? Tell Dan what your thoughts are.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Most definitely. I mean, the Bears are in a situation the Vikings are in, quarterback situation. So, I mean, you guys in Detroit are the only two that actually have a quarterback identity. We don't. So, Sam Darnold is the identity, but that's a question mark.
And the
At
jury's
least
still out in Detroit.
Jared Goff and Jordan Love, you kind of know the answer to that one. Unless they get hurt or the offensive line turns into dog shit, then it might be a problem. But otherwise, you guys look good. So,
since you just got in, Isaac, what's your thoughts on that? Will we sweep the Bears again?
Oh yeah, the Bears are just done. This rivalry has been over with the Packers and Bears. We own them. Hey, we own them motherfuckers. When we flush, it goes down to Chicago.
What's your thoughts on that, Ken? Sixth year in a row.
Yeah, this will be the best team that they have put against us. But yes, will be the 6th sweep in a row. But with the added bonus of after we win both of those games, you're going to have Caleb Williams running around the bowl too, chanting "Go Pack, go!"
Yeah.
Well, unless by some crazy chance the Bears draft a quarterback, he turns to be like Strom, CD Strom. I mean, it's something like that where you get something lucky, fluky like that, then maybe they have a chance of maybe getting a win. Other than that, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Dorn?
Well,
we missed. Hold on one second,
guys. This ought to be good. What's up,
Ken? We missed your Badgett comment on this morning's show. Good to see that it's running here on the night one.
He said Badgett is running the offense. The Bears sweep Green Bay this year.
Oh yeah.
Are you in Illinois? Because it's got to be legal to smoke marijuana wherever he's at.
Like Nick.
I don't think that's marijuana, Bill.
Nick, except his body. Yeah, except his body pillow that lays next to him is Badgett.
He puts a Badgett jersey on it when he goes to bed. But what's your thoughts on it, Thorne?
All right. Well, right now, Good is building a dynasty.
Tell him,
the defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the league, and we're building the best offense in the league. So you ain't going to stop us. No way in hell. We're going to walk right down everybody's fucking throat. We're going to pass on your ass. We're going right to this fucking Super Bowl, and that's the end of it. And we're not going to one Super Bowl. We're going to have multiple Super Bowls in the next 2 years. So,
right, we're not.
Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride.
Right, it's not going to go down like what happened with Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Jordan Love era is going to get us at least 2 rings.
We're building a dynasty, man.
Yes. We'll see what happens. John Thorne, tell him it's coming up. 2 more rings. John Sullivan, laugh now, cry later. Bud.
I will laugh now, and I will laugh later too.
So, you think you're going to the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold? Is that what you're thinking over there, bud? I'm kind of lost here, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna win the division, man. We're gonna win the division. We're gonna fucking shock the world, man.
On the record.
Remember, this is on the record, bud. This is on the record.
Hey, you're lucky I wasn't drinking something. I would have spit that shit out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I see they gave Sully the good painkillers.
Yeah, the good painkillers. All right. So, do you guys think that Jordan Love can take it to the playoffs again?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, remember, according to Rob Haspel on the Hallis Hall Report 2 nights ago, he said that Jordan Love will take a sophomore slump. Now, me personally, I think Rob is a homer, but what's your thoughts on that, Dorn?
Well,
on Rob Haspel and going to the playoffs.
Oh, Haspel, yeah, he's always been wrong when he talks about the Packers. I mean, every single time. Man, I got stories about him, what he was saying about our coach and everything else, man. Always wrong. He's just like David Wyatt, too. Always wrong.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But, what subject we're talking about now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Going to playoffs. We're not just going to win the playoffs. We're going to win a division. Then we're going to have the first seed. We're going to kick back. We're going to watch these guys bang up each other. Then we're going to take whoever comes to us at our home. We're going to do like a title coming to our place. It's all good, man.
It's going down now.
We're going down, man. We're going right to the Super Bowl.
All right, Ken, what's your thoughts? Could we make it to the playoffs 2 years in a row?
Oh, absolutely. Jordan Love's going to light the league on fire again, and he's going to be the one that everybody's talking about yet again. And we're not going to the playoffs, but I'm going to say we're going to the NFC Championship bare minimum.
Nice. Okay. What's your thoughts on that, Isaac?
Jordan Love will be back in the saddle. We'll be back in the playoffs.
Back in the saddle again.
Buckle up. Buckle up. Get on for the
ride. We coming.
Yeah. You know, the Bears still suck. I mean, the same old Lions, just like Dorn says. And Vikings, you need to get your weight up, bro. Sam Darnold ain't it.
What's your thoughts on that, there, Sullivan?
As a Viking fan, I say fuck Jordan Love and screw your guys' opinion. I think it's bullshit. But as a football fan, I will have to say yes, you guys will make the playoffs. I think you guys will probably win the division unless injuries happen, and it's part of the game. It's definitely part of the game.
You don't think the Lions are going to make it, huh?
I don't know.
Now,
I hope not.
Mind you, Cereal just came on, so you better talk very nice about the Detroit Lions.
I hope not. Who came on?
Cereal.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so,
Cereal.
Watch out what you say about the Fools Gold Lions now. Fools Gold Lions.
I mean, Dan Campbell really. I mean, he actually had a good year.
Here's where
I think it could have been better, but he made some really poor decisions, especially the 4th down situations. He did way too many going for it, especially in situations where it made no sense. Maybe he changes that around. We'll see.
Man, the Bears are getting everybody in this draft. Of course.
Yeah, Andy, do you agree that Dan Campbell is a fraud? Do you agree about that?
Well, Mike, all that looks good and fine and dandy, buddy, but is Kool-Aid going to throw the ball to DJ Moore? Is Kool-Aid going to throw the ball down there to Keenan Allen?
No, he's expecting Badgett to be Tom Brady 2.0. His exact words.
Hey, Mike, I want to tell you like this, bud. If you want to go run to be the GM of the Bears, I'm behind you, bud. I love all your ideas. It's great ideas, bro. Definitely get them far into the playoffs. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that one.
Hey, who knows? He might be a little bit more successful than Pulse.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, where's Nick Green at? We definitely need to get the homerism going up here, and he's not on.
That's why we got you, John. That's why we said, come on.
No, hey, I mean, you really want to crank it up a notch or two. All
right, John, I want you to go ahead and tackle that one. Pop that comment back up, John. Badgett is Brady 2.0. Can we get your thoughts on that as a Minnesota Vikings?
No comments.
Welcome to the show, Robert. What's your comment?
I was going to say, since Rob has some history with him and is used to fielding these comments, why don't you go ahead and field it?
Robert, what's your thoughts on him saying Badgett is Brady 2.0?
He comes on every morning on the morning show talking this craziness. That guy's out of his mind. He loves bad. He don't even have a jersey, though. That's the thing, bro. He fucking caters everything to.
Well, no, he said earlier that he has a jersey, but it's on the body pillow that he sleeps with.
That's news to me, but yeah, he's a big time Bears homer. He may be more delusional than Ken the Bear fan.
Ken the Packer fan.
Come on.
Not that Ken, the other Ken.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I got a question for you. So, are you guys winning the North next year? Are the Detroit Lions gonna do it 2 years back to back?
He said no. Yeah. Who goes Lions? No.
Yeah, Cereal, we can't hear you. Your mic's not working, bud. So
it's a deer in the headlights look. That's what it is.
There's nothing to answer. That's his answer. There's nothing to answer. They suck.
Yeah, the Lions are coming crashing back to earth.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're at our 30-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and run our little commercial, and we'll pick it back up here in about 2 seconds.
So, of course, you're watching the Frozen Tundra Network. Like and share our page on Facebook and Instagram. And, of course, we got Bill, the Packer fan, who's always been here with us. And now we have Packers News 24/7 for all of your Packers news, highlights, and updates. One of our newest pages, PackerBacker News. They have a morning show every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Go check them out. And as everybody knows, we have the Frozen Tundra Network podcast on the Northeast Streaming Sports Channel that is live every Saturday and Monday, 5 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. And wherever you're watching this podcast from, be sure to hit the follow button. It may be on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, wherever you're watching from, just hit the follow button. This way you get notification the next time we go live. So that being said, Doran, what's your thoughts on the same old Lions?
Oh, the same old Lions. Who's gold?
Yeah, that's brought to you by John Doran. He is the sponsor of the Frozen Tundra Network podcast. So next season, we got a lot of young guys. We draft a lot of young guys. Our room is very, very young. Which receiver takes the next step next year moving into 2024 season? Let's start it out with Ken. We haven't heard him. Break it down, Ken. Did we even bring back Bo Melton yet?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say Reed is going to come out and be an absolute superstar for us. But I think the biggest surprise is going to be that Wicks continues to build on the monster year that he had last year and becomes an integral part of the offense. To where if Watson, for some reason, does not have it fixed with his hamstring there, that Wicks is going to be the man replacing him as the number one.
Okay. All right. How about you, Robert? What's your thoughts on that, buddy?
Since he took mine, I really love Reed. I think Reed's going to be the most guy that makes the biggest jump, as far as, noticeable. But I'm going to go with Rasheed Wallace and that young offensive line. I think having Brandon Jacobs here is going to give them a holding challenge, and I think they're going to step up and actually have a great year for us. So.
Okay. How about you, Isaac? Which receiver do you think is going to step up next year? Who's going to be the true number one?
The true number one. You know what, though? I think Dobbs is the true number one. But I think the guy that steps up and makes a really comeback, really great year is Watson. A lot of people are like doubting Watson. But watch, when that guy puts it
when
together,
he's healthy, he's good.
Healthy, he's real good. Yeah, and extends a lot of the plays in our pocket. Like he's our deep guy. He opens up a lot of plays once he runs those deep routes and pulls the safety towards his way. So watch out for Watson.
One thing I don't like about Watson, though, he does not fight for the ball. He does not. I don't know how he doesn't come back and fight for the ball.
Detroit, he had two defenders on him.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to see more effort on that, though.
So, John, on the outside looking in, which receiver do you fear the most on the Packers roster?
Jordan Addison.
That dude's going to have a sophomore slump, though. You know that, right?
Shut up.
Most people say
I agree with Isaac. I think it's going to be Christian Watson. I think he's going to have to stay healthy because pretty much if he's injured, he has a down season, he's going to be gone after this season. So I think that he has to make his mark. I think he's the best receiver if he's healthy. He can run routes. He's got speed. So, I mean, that's something you need. So
that's something you don't have, right?
Oh, yes, we do.
What do you got?
We just have Sam fucking Darnold throwing to whoever.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. I don't know how you're going to make it through the next season, bro. It's going to be rough, huh? It's going to be rough.
No,
like the Bear fans say when we win 6-9-1, just keep your head low and keep quiet. It'll blow by.
Yeah.
So man, I think you're going to have it rough, man. You're going to be fighting it in the basement.
Hell yeah.
I think this is my last time coming on the show, so yeah.
He'll be ghost after this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
So you got to at least wait till the season starts, John.
Do you think
No.
Clark should sign a $110 million deal for 4 years? Because that's what they're expected to do with them.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on that, Isaac? Go ahead. Then we'll go to you, Robert. We got you now.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I'm good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it's already talked about, there's more cap space being actually created by re-signing Kenny Clark. And Goot said his focus is to re-sign Love to his extension, and then Kenny Clark is next. So that market sounds like what he deserves because he's really a beast. basically in our defensive line, and he's going to thrive in that 4-3. We just need to put another stable body next to him, and he's ready to eat.
What's your thoughts on that, Ken? 110 mil sound right for Kenny?
Yeah, hey, he's been our most consistent defensive lineman we've had damn near year in and year out. So, hey, with him going into this 4-3, like Isaac was saying, he should have a nice explosion in numbers. So if we lock him up now, we might actually get a decent deal on him. Because he's still 28 years old.
Right. And I think he's worth it all. What's your thoughts on that, Robert?
Oh, definitely. We talked about it this morning because I was upset. I saw a post about him being moved on from, and I'm like, why are we moving on from him? He had his best season last year.
Right.
I mean, I know Green Bay doesn't give. They usually don't give third contracts. I mean, the last one we gave out was to David Bakhtiari, and we all know how that worked out.
Not good.
I mean, so I can understand their apprehension, but Kenny Clark has been solid on our defense. I mean, if anybody's been solid on the defense throughout their career here, it's been that guy. So, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Re-sign the guy. I mean, give him $110 million, make it a fat signing bonus so he's happy and, we can move on.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Dorn?
Yeah, because the way they do that contract up, there's loopholes where they can get out and everything else, guaranteed money and all that crap, the way they do it. So, yeah, he deserves it. I'll give it to him.
Okay. All right. I think we got everybody covered there.
Yep.
You didn't ask my opinion. I'm glad you didn't.
All right, go ahead, John. Let's hear your opinion, buddy.
I don't give a shit.
So you wouldn't like to see Kenny Clark leave?
I would like for him to leave, but if you guys are happy, that's all that counts.
Yeah, just wait. Our new defensive scheme, he's going to be in your backfield.
If he's cheating, yes, he would be in the backfield.
No, he's going to crush Darnold. He's going to crush Darnold.
Be in the backfield.
He's going to crush Darnold. Watch.
The thing about the Vikings, they downgraded that pass rush.
Oh, gosh. You guys are just in Fairyland, so.
What happened to Daniil Hunter?
What happened to him?
How you replacing that, bro? He ain't done that yet.
Lost like 3 fucking pass rushers.
Hey, what happened in the Minnesota front office is like, Viking fans like, we want Kirk Cousins back. And Questy's like, yeah, I got Kirk Cousins. And then Sam Darnold shows up.
Okay, guys, so we got about 15 minutes left on the show. Let's all go around the panel and ask John Sullivan a question that you would like to be answered pertaining to
Oh, God.
Go ahead, Ken. You go first, buddy.
How's your reaction going to be when the Vikings are playing the Packers? You're just about ready to win the game. You got Aaron Jones running the ball, and he fumbles it away to us.
Wow, that's a good point.
Wow, what makes you think? What makes you think that's going to happen?
It ain't going to happen because you'll be injured. You won't be able to play that game.
Because Aaron Jones has a propensity to fumble the ball in big moments.
Right at the wrong time, bro.
And they gifted that too, didn't they? Against 49ers, he fumbled.
We had that problem when Devin Cook was here too. So,
so you guys know what to do. Just get the ball up and say, "Oh well."
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, is Aaron Jones going to sit on the ground and hold his butt while he fumbled the ball? That's another question.
No, he's going to try. Look, man, he legit tries. He's not fumbling on purpose. I mean, I never believed that he was doing it on purpose, but it just happens, bro.
Right.
Here you go, Sully. Mike's got a question for you.
Okay.
How did it feel losing to Busted Justin and the Bears when he couldn't even score a touchdown? Holy shit, that's right.
That's actually a good question. Let's hear that.
When the Bears beat you with no touchdowns, they beat you with field goals. It's a viewer question, man. Answer it.
The last time a team won off of all field goals was actually 1996 when you guys went to Dallas. Dallas kicked 7 field goals. That was the last time. It sucked. So
very good. Very good.
See, I know my football.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just not up to date today.
Man, that's good.
I'm just not up to date right now because my children, and it's hard to watch, especially my daughter.
Bro. What are you guys going to do with? All right, I'm going to ask it. What are you guys going to do with Jefferson? I mean, come on, man. Are you guys trading him? Are you keeping him?
Well, if we trade him, it would be stupid because Justin Jefferson fills seats at US Bank Stadium, so that'd be a dumb move. But at the same time, our GM has done moves where you kind of question it a little bit, so nothing is completely out of the realm. But I think we're going to keep him.
Really?
Yeah, that's my question. What are you going to do when Jefferson does the gritty outside of US Bank Stadium?
Oh shit!
Well, he does a gritty outside of US Bank Stadium. He'll be in a purple uniform. He'll be at Lambeau Field, and it'll be pretty epic. So there you go.
Oh, you mean when Alexander does the gritty on him again?
Again?
No, that ain't gonna happen again. The last time we saw Jari Alexander getting burned twice by Jordan Addison, but okay.
You
I got a question.
Go ahead, Dorn. Go ahead.
How are you gonna feel when the Vikings are in the basement?
I'm gonna feel like a Detroit Lion and a Chicago Bear. That's what I'm gonna feel like.
Good answer.
Hey, Chicago Bears.
What an interview! What an interview!
They left some
You
meatloaf
got a
down
question
there.
for him, Isaac?
I was gonna say the Chicago Bears left some meatloaf down there. You know what I mean? I don't know. You got maybe take the cellophane off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tim Isaacson said don't mind the Bud Light cans.
I know. As long as he leaves us a really cold six pack, then we're good.
Hey, there's a Justin Fields dartboard too. You know what I mean? You can just
I heard they're going to replace it with a Badger one.
Yeah, we couldn't find any Bears fans to come on here so you can harass them. It's like shit on me.
Well, my question is, John, do you still shave your eyebrows during the season?
No, I shaved my butt during the season.
Oh, okay.
We
need to confirm something with Skull. Does that mean still keep on losing?
Yep. You don't even got an answer to that one.
I don't have an answer to that one.
You don't. I don't blame you, bro.
So who do you guys think's better? James Jones or Jordy Nelson? This ought to be a good one. You want to start it, Robert?
Yeah. Let's see.
You put me on the spot.
No. My phone rang. Sorry, man. Someone called. I would definitely take Jordy. I mean, I'm sorry. I liked him better. And yeah, I'm on Jordy's train. You know, James Jones was a suck up to Rodgers. Suck up.
Dang, what's your thoughts on that, Ken?
I love the hoodie and all. He was a touchdown machine, but I don't think anybody out here is gonna pick him over Jordy Nelson.
Never.
Jordy Nelson was just too damn dominating, and him and Rodgers might as well have shared a brain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Isaac?
Yeah, definitely Jordy Nelson. But hey, if James Jones puts on that hoodie, you know what time
it is. Popping.
You know what time it is.
I remember them days.
But Jordy Nelson with that double move was unstoppable. I mean, and you know,
exactly
where he was going. So Rodgers to Jordy, oh man, that was Hall of Fame.
Who do you think was a better duo, Rodgers and Nelson or Rodgers and Adams?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wow.
And you know, as much as I like Tay, I like the connection with Rodgers and Jordy better.
Yeah.
Rodgers and Jordy, I mean, they always had plays like designed together. I think Tay was just so good. He separates himself and, you know, makes the plays. But Jordy just was designed. You can.
Jordy's the long ball specialist, man. The deep ball. That's the guy.
What's your thoughts on that, Dorn? What's your thoughts on that, buddy?
You're muted, Dorn.
That's pretty funny, Dorn. You're a funny guy.
You're muted, Dorn.
You're muted, Dorn. You're muted.
We can't hear nothing, Dorn.
I can't hear nothing either. But anyways, yeah, Jordy Nelson, man. He's my guy, man. Gotta go Jordy.
So who was the better duel, though, with Rodgers? You're going to say Nelson or Adams?
I'm going to say Nelson, yeah. The connections they had. I mean, yeah.
Now, if you were to ask me, I would say James Jones because I remember a game on a Monday night where they played the Broncos. and Brett Favre did a pump fake, and James Jones burnt Champ Bailey. Burnt him.
So you're saying Jones off experience?
I
think your eyebrows are still singed.
Wait, are you sure that was James Jones and not Greg Jennings?
It was not Greg Jennings.
Okay.
You sure it wasn't Badgett?
You could watch on YouTube.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure because I know
Mike, you're crazy, Mike. Mike is crazy.
Mike Withrow, let me ask you this, buddy.
So I'm gonna be the oddball as a outside spectator.
So this guy Mike Withrow wants Badgett to be named the starter.
Yes.
You've been holding
Everyone else is. Everyone else.
He's got to be trolling, guys.
No, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, Mike, if you hit up Dennis Ford, he can figure paint
It's
Badgett
gotta-
for you. You know what I mean?
It's got to be Richard S. Oliver's fake account or something. God.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean, if the guy was
Dennis
more
Ford-
delusional, I might think that, but it's
I
not.
mean, Sam Darnold is more established than Badgett. You got a Viking fan on here not looking forward to even seeing that. Badgett. Like,
No, I'm gonna take up drinking next season. So
You're gonna have to take up something, buddy. I hope it ain't what we normally talk about because that's.
I don't know. I'm hoping Sam Darnold proves me wrong, but I'm not really holding high expectations on him.
I hope Sam Darnold's your starter when you play us both games.
We got 9 minutes left, so let's go around the board. Ken, what's your thoughts on Sam Darnold?
Like I just said, I hope Sam Darnold's the quarterback that starts against us both games. I've watched him when he was a New York Jet. He was an interception machine. Everywhere he's gone so far, he has sucked. And I do not think this is going to change. Justin Jefferson is going to be losing his mind because he's facing him and throwing the complete opposite way, not even trying to.
That's funny. So, Robert, what's your thoughts on Sam Darnold? Are you scared of Sam Darnold? Are you shaking in your boots, the knees clapping?
No, nobody's scared of that guy. And I'm sorry, Viking fans. I mean, he's a career backup, man. He's going to get you 1 or 2 games, and that's it, man. He's not going to be
Aaron
the guy.
Jones is going to win him more games than he's going to.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on Aaron Jones a lot. Thank God they got a decent running back now. I mean, I hope their O-line's up. You know, that's it, man. I'm sorry. Darnold's not the answer.
So, Dorn, what's your thoughts on Sam Darnold? Are you going to laugh, or are you going to?
Well, just thank God Packers got Clifford because I would take Clifford over Sam fucking.
I would take Clifford over Sam Darnold and Badgett.
Man, so yeah, they're fucked, dude. That dude, that's why he's not jumping from team to team to team to team because he sucks, man. You know, they just had to grab some kind of veteran. That's all they had to do just to get see what sticks. I don't know.
All right, Isaac, what's your thoughts? This ought to be interesting.
Yosemite Sam Darnold. Hey, John, get ready to say suffer succotash. Watching them work.
Well, I'm surprised you say green eggs and ham instead of ham, but okay.
I think Tannehill's still out there. I'd rather have Tannehill than him.
I actually agree with Mike. I'd rather have Zach Wilson than Sam Darnold. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd rather have Sean Mannion.
I might even want.
Wow,
Let me ask you a question: is this a Packer show or is this a Roast the Vikings show? What is this?
Well, no, it's just
it's one and the same. One and the same.
It's both okay. Gotcha.
We give honest.
I mean,
unbiased opinion.
Yeah,
we haven't had a chance to roast the Viking fan yet this year, bro.
All right, hot
Still
shot.
honored.
What's your
Still
thoughts
honored.
on Sam Darnold there, John? Let's hear this and be honest. I don't want to hear no sugarcoating on because I already know what you know.
Well, I look at him the same as I look at your chin, your butt chin. I really don't like it. It's pretty sickening to look at, and
wow,
you know, shit.
That's how you really feel.
That's why
And some men are gonna bounce their balls off your chin. They're probably gonna do the same thing off of his helmet. So,
but that's why the guy's hairline is touching the back of his kneecaps.
I know in all aspects. I don't know what to say. I agree with Isaac said. He'll probably get, or what I think maybe it was Robert said, maybe 2 or 3 wins at best. He'll give you some good games, and that's really it.
Let me ask you:
once people figure him out, then it's pretty much it.
You think he's better than having Dobbs? So, think that's a better option, or would you rather still roll with that dude Dobbs?
I don't
That
know.
was the 49ers.
Yeah, he's
that's the thing.
not there no more.
They're almost identical. They jump from team to team. So I guess Dobbs can run the ball when the pocket breaks. Sam Darnold, I don't remember him being a scrambling quarterback.
Who do you want them to draft? The quarterback. Who do you want them? Who do you want?
Good
quarterback.
Good question.
I don't follow college. I really don't know who the quarterbacks are. I just keep hearing of Caleb Williams. That's really it. So
yeah.
There's some dude named May that's supposed to be pretty good. The Bears just actually went and did his pro day.
And there's another dude. What's his name?
Daniels.
Daniels. Yeah, Daniels. That's another dude. I've seen a little bit of him. I've seen some clips of him. I hope we get a quarterback that can run, that can scramble when the pocket breaks down.
You guys got to shoot first, man. Did you guys do that so you can move up?
I would think so.
I know that's what I think. I think you guys got to move up and get one of those top 5.
I hope so. I mean, like I said, though, we're talking about our GM Squizzy. Remember, he made a trade with you in Detroit his first year, 2021, or was it 20? Was it 2021 or was it 22? And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? You guys got Christian.
You guys like working with Detroit. You got Hawkinson. You made that trade in the draft.
Yeah. See, what I heard was that the Packers are going to trade with the Vikings.
Daniels is the best.
Yeah,
but I don't think I can listen to Mike on quarterbacks because he's trying to sell us on Badgett, dude. I'm not buying that one.
You want to piss Mike off, just trade Badgett to the Vikings. There you go.
No.
Hey, Mike, that's watching, the Bears fan, are you happy that Justin Fields got traded?
No.
Because a lot of these Bear fans are divided.
He calls Justin Field followers Justin sexuals.
Oh, okay. He's not a Justin Fields fan. Well, at least he's got.
No, he hates Justin Fields. He's glad he's gone. That's probably one and only Bear fan you're going to find that's glad Fields is gone.
Got that going for him. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I could see Justin Fields progressing in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlinson.
Fields sucks.
I can honestly see that happening.
So let's ask Mike Withrow this: were you excited to see would Peterman go to the Saints, knowing that you signed him 18 million times last year? You cut him and signed him and cut him and signed him and cut him and signed him.
Signed him.
Is this Mike guy a Bears fan?
Yeah. Big time, bro. Big time.
I think pretty cool. He's just a Badgett fan. I don't know, man. I'm not a big Badgett fan.
I think he wants Mitch Trubisky back. That's what he wants.
Okay, well, let's see this one. Hey, Isaac, what's your thoughts on Badgett?
Oh man, he should be bagging my groceries. You know what I mean? Wasn't that what he was doing? You know what I mean? Bagging my groceries. And, you know what I mean? Putting that little fold on top of the bag. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's the guy when you order pizza, he puts that little 3-leg thing in the middle.
No, he should be in the senior citizens' home wiping their asses. That's what he should be doing. But
yeah, I don't know about Badgett being a quarterback, man. I'm kind of lost on that one, guys.
I thought it was my DoorDash.
DoorDash. Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Oh, the cutting Peterman is not a problem, but he seemed to be your safety net last year.
We cut PJ Walker, who got paid 4.5. Cutting Peterman is not a problem. Yeah, I mean,
I think Mike just sounds bitter because the Packers got 3 quarterbacks in a row. He's probably beating his head on the wall like, how the heck did these guys do it? 3 times in a row? We haven't even beat him in the last 10 games. Quarterback after quarterback.
Do you believe in magic?
The Bears fans don't. They're giving up, buddy. They are giving up. I don't know. The Bears did a lot of good moves this offseason so far, being the moves they did last year, the moves they did this year. It might all actually come together this year. I'm skeptical on the quarterback situation, but I'm not scared of them one bit. Our offense is fucking on fucking point. We got a hell of a quarterback. Our defense is getting revamped. We're going to be.
Did they get like an 80-year-old fucking receiver or something like that?
No Badger was kept over.
That's probably because they kept Badger
Badger
because he had more experience.
That's why he's saying they kept him because he's that good. That's what he's saying, bro.
They kept him because he played a couple of games and he has more experience than the other 2 guys. I don't think the other 2 guys have ever even seen a real NFL football field. I don't think they ever played. Now Badgett's got a few games under him. He kind of knows the system.
Now, do you guys think that Justin Fields is actually a good quarterback? Because I think that he could be a good quarterback. He just was. That's what I'm saying. I think in Pittsburgh he'll progress.
All right, guys, I got to hit the intro. We're out of here, and we'll see you guys again Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Remember, follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and find us on Roku.
You will not see me next Saturday at 5 o'clock, though. You will not see me.
Coming on. Thanks for taking a little beating. We appreciate it, man.
No problem.
On anytime, bud.
Pressure, 2 inside backers come down the sideline. Romeo Dobbs, a touchdown.
Hang on. Love to Watson to a one-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher. Bill, the Packer fan, and Packer owner, Nick.